EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Caribbean Isle of Puerto Rico and its historic capital city of San Juan. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Aviators of Orlando taking on the Shamrocks of San Juan. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground. Hall, give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. But you look at this defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Right there, hurt. Go.
Hall again on second down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action here on first down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on him, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on 3rd and goal.
Badgley's kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Call that a gain of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. In motion left, Flowers. 2nd and 13. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Samuel, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
19 Lions.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Dragon 60. Check, hurt. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Aviators are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Shamrocks, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on, come on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for the touchdown. Noah Fant, 73 yards. And the Shamrocks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps me.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go. It's Gibson. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And how about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Gibson is in for a touchdown. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
1st down and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete and brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Aviators.
Cut 19, cut 19, Dragon 60.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Thomas brings it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over first down 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He gets it underneath to Hall. Down inside the 10.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
They'll run with Hall.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Hall again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Myers' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 2. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Orlando.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
A gain of 15.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Logan Thomas
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Aviators will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 6.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Drop 60, drop 60.
They'll look to throw here.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
On second down, a run with Hall.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
On third down, here's Hall.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
In motion left, Flowers.
He'll look to throw.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
In motion left, Flowers. They get this out left, and it's caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers from 8 yards out. And the Shamrocks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped. Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that cuts this lead down to 13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away? Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Ready? 19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. 33 yards. And the Aviators add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback. And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Moore. He will return it. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball. Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So
big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good.
Back to throw again.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
2nd and a couple.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
A gain of 6. That's another 2nd and 1. First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that is caught downfield by Thomas.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st down, Orlando.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Lucas Van Ness in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll drop to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to